Good day, everybody. Welcome to the Day with Delenn. As you can tell, I just mentally rolled in, mentally woke up. Gonna have some coffee as we go through this. So we're gonna have an interesting day. Decided this morning as I woke up, so there's really very little plan. Our setup so far, I don't know why I have... Why is that freezing on the side? Oh, I know what I did. Okay. As a reminder of myself. There's a tiny text on the right-hand side that says, our setup so far, and it's reminding me that I've got this setup built in a weird order, if at all. Pardon me. So I did a little bit of testing last night. You know me, we get off stream, I can't resist continuing to play. So, no idea how long this will run, we'll see how it feels by the time we're done. I don't know why I had something on the top left of my screen that just said, ooh. I don't know. It was like, ooh, way out. When I look way out, it says who. So, I don't know. Don't know what that's all about. Something says moo. That's what that is. I don't know why I'm hearing owls and subtitles in the corner. Whatever. I'm going to pretend that's not happening. Apologies, guys. Don't know where it's from. Anyway, okay, so... we have an ad break. In the ad break, I will tell you about, I did some testing trying to get some of the stuff to filter in. So it will randomly pick a bin. Well, but it's not so random. It just seems to want to put some things up there and some things way down here, but it doesn't start at the bottom. So I don't really know what the system is trying to do. I haven't the foggiest. Therefore, we have a lot of organization to do at some point as things come in, to leave spots for stuff. In the meantime, I'm not a huge fan of all this running back and forth jazz. I mean, there will be some. But I'm thinking of moving this mess. Leave the shack there, but just move this mess a little more central in here so we can run around it. And then see where we go from there. But the other thing I'm thinking about doing... Hello, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is... just got to get rid of my borders. There we go. Is saying to heck with a lot of this. I mean, I'll probably keep this part of it. But heck with a lot of these chests. Okay. There's not much, but my backpacks are a nightmare. That's this one. And then I've got a second backpack I picked up recently. And that one's getting to be stupid. And I can never remember what I have where, and there's duplication and such. Which screams time for a totally different organization system that can, at times, come with me. So we're going to launch ourselves into... Hello! Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Alright. Max Raid! The Max Raid!
Hello! Hello!
So, as we were getting there, that's what our setup so far is. There's actually a recommended order of a lot of these bits and bobs and machines. A couple of machines I have, but I haven't put out. So there's recommended order for them, and I have not actually done that. You know, that would have been sensible. Right? Sensible. Max, Mr. Amazing Max. Okay.
Hello there. Hello there.
Oops, not that one. I want this button. Turn around. Okay, we're going to stop there for a second. So, let's see who we have on our fine list this morning. Roll back. Good morning, Max. Thank you ever so much for all that you do, because I know there's more to it than just simply raiding in. Let's see what else we got. Good morning, proper to Neon Traveler. Hello. Thank you very much for your comments last night. They made my night. What else have we got? at the moment, that's about it, and Fantastic Sherlock Fox are double parking. Yes, I'm on the sorcery server, and it's going to get even more sorcery today, so, thank you, Yellow. Welcome on in. I'm actually trying to figure out maybe whether or not I could link the dropping thing to people's hellos. We'll see. I'm not quite sure how to figure that one out yet. Brain a little bent in that case. This morning's... Well, of course the Fox will be double parked. There's so many fine things to watch in Twitch alone, let alone being parked in anything else.
Hello? Hello?
I mean, he's definitely double parked in his business meetings and Twitch. I can guarantee that one. Coffee. Ooh. A little bit sweet, but that's okay. That'd be good because the second cup I tend not to sweeten as much. At all. So it'll be a nice contrast. Hello, Bob. Good evening to you. Hope your workday was good. Okay, let's put some torches in here just because the seal's dark when it gets dark. All right. So you can kind of see that this isn't working out quite the way I'd hoped. I just haven't got enough pieces to organize and force it to be the various things. So until I get one of each, that's kind of difficult. I can move some of these chemicals, but not all of them. And some of them, I've got far more of it than I needed to by doing tests.
Hello?
Hello, Springer Shadow. How are you this morning? Holy wall of storage. Well, I'm not done yet, but at least this is the logical part. So Max, this is the part that people who don't do modded can usually wrap their brain around. That funky gray box at the top is called the storage controller, and that really is the brains behind the outfit. So the idea being that, let's see, I'll just grab something here. With these planks. So I've got acacia planks, and if I throw them in a block, bloop, like that, then whenever I put acacia planks in the top, they know that they have to try and fit in this drawer. Now this is actually one quarter of the drawer. So for those of you that watch Dadcraft, you can start to see when I highlight the block that there's 4 drawers to this one. So what it actually is, if it's a 1x1, this says 512 on it, but if it's a 1x1, then all of this can be one storage amount. But when you make it smaller ones, then they start breaking up. So we can get a 1x2 or a 2x2, and that's it. And then you can take out as much as you need, all of it, some of it, whatever. Now these ones are not locked yet because locked as in locked in for what goes in the drawer, because I haven't got it organized yet as to what goes where. Yeah, at the moment all of these hold the same amount. These are only dry items. There is another drawer available that is a fluid drawer. I have not played with those recently to remember exactly how that works. But at the moment, technically, I have water in here because these came out as... Oh, come on. Here we go. These ones came out as basically a beaker of H2O. So it's water, but it's not liquid format. Those other drawers are supposed to be for actual liquids. So yeah, those pieces came from... So that's the magic, right? That's the sensible part of the drawers. As you guys have seen, these are they're chests, but then every time you put wrap it around with a gold or copper or diamonds or whatever, it increases the storage capacity. So these ones are iron because it's basically a chest that's been surrounded by iron. And I've got a few more magic boxes in there, and yes, these are villager dolls, which is kind of fun because you can let them run around and then just pick them up. It makes village transport so easy. I mean, if they honestly would build something like this into native Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft, so you could just pick up a villager, that would be awesome. I mean, it's never, ever, ever going to happen, but that'd be totally awesome, and I wouldn't complain nearly so much of having to go to other biomes to get villagers. But, that's not my favorite thing. We'll give it a try when it comes out. If I don't like it, I may be a mod person. We'll see. At the moment, really, Springer Shadow, I'll back out here. So we're going to try and get rid of this stuff today. Oh, yeah. So those boxes that are 4x4. So here's one. and it says on it 2K, so 2000, because it's roughly 4 times the storage of the smaller versions, right? So we'd have 1024, I think, would be our max if it was a 1x2 drawer. This is a 1x1, so it's roughly 2000. And then the other one, the other drawers are 512 in the quarters. And it will show the picture of whatever you put on it, or in it. Now, the element ones, for some reason, like this, okay, the element ones will show you, because with the labels, the little C, for example, because the object name has that as part of its texture, right, when it's a little thing. But if I go put this in an empty drawer over here, boop, boop, come on, click, there we go. It has that as part of its picture for the item, so that's where that's coming from. I didn't label them that way. When the storage controller just dumps things into a drawer, they get whatever the little, hotbar or inventory icon is. These are not sorted. They should be completely different. Like these two H's actually should be in the very top left corner. But I didn't have any at the time to put it there, so now that I do, I can resort things if I want. So I'm going to put this wall together. It's going to stay, but one of the things we're going to do is eventually we're going to start working on it today, because that other mess is driving me nuts. We're going to put it into what's in practicality a computer. OP, very, very overpowered. Okay, so then we've got the mess that was on the back wall. This is where most of those came from, right? So if I let's throw a couple of dirt in here. So this mod is called Alchemistry, I believe. There's different versions of it, so I'm always forgetting what the name is. But so we've got a dissolver unit. So if I was to take one of these blocks of dirt, I'll throw a few in. It actually takes power and it breaks it up. And you're seeing briefly the thing going there. And then with the pipes, you can see that it goes up the top, has a hiccup every time it gets to a connector. I have no idea why. And then it goes out the back. Now this block you can see in the back here is just the back of that controller. Down here is actually our power unit, which it is a magic box. Literally, it's just a 1-block generator and you throw mushed up stuff in it. Like, in this case it was carrots. And it creates power, which it shoves to the various machines via the cable. So yeah, that's part of the magic. Some of the other magic is that you got a combiner, and let's say I wanted to make, what's in dirt? What's in dirt? Okay, so dirt would want me to grab some of those water bottles. Cellulose, which is tree fiber, basically. And kaolinite. Now what's funny about that is it wants these when you make dirt, but if you break dirt up in the other machine, you only get cellulose. So that's really kind of dumb. So it's not a fully sort of in and out system. We joke about things like wool should be turnable into string because you can craft string into wool. Like that makes sense, but they didn't actually do that. So yeah. So those two are for solid items usually. This one is another method. It's the compactor. Basically, you can take one item. Let's say we'll grab. So say I want to make a piece of raw beef. Okay, it's going to need 4 blobs of protein, but then it will compact said protein into a piece of beef. So this is just showing you what the recipe is. This one, same sort of concept, but it's fluid based. So you take the fluid and you can put it into whatever it is. You don't actually get a recipe selection because it's based on whatever fluid you shoved in here. This one is supposed to be the reverse of the atomizer. So you take whatever the thing is and it becomes fluid. That's really all that's for. I got a tank on top because at the moment I don't have any fluid drawers in that other system. So I can't pump it in there. Alrighty. So that's what we did a lot of yesterday with cables and whatnot, and I was building a lot of the house. And that's the short version of the magic. So these patterns on the floor, and yes, I extended the house. These patterns on the floor were designed to be 5x5 blocks for what's in essence giant versions of the combiner and the dissolver. They just call one a fission reactor and one a fusion reactor. Truth is, they're just big, what do you call it, reaction chambers, because these actually require you to supply power to them. I'm just marking out the floor with buttons because we don't have blocks to built yet. So yeah, it's going to be 5 by 5 by 5. So this is the 5 by 5, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have to tear up the roof. But because they require a solid block for the roof, then I figured they can be the roof. I don't really care. That's fine. Or we can tear this up and make the roof more stepped. So I'm just going to bring this down a bit. Microphone's kind of a little... I bumped it last night, so I wasn't sure if it was in the right spot. Okay, so that's it. Well, then one other update before we start digging in on the bits and bobs. Hello, horsey. Yes, I moved the horse again. I'm slowly tearing apart the houses just because... you see up there. Because I wanted the terracotta, and for some reason didn't think to try and tear up the fountain. But I wouldn't have had enough of just the fountain anyway. Alright. So we have eggs out the wazoo. I think we must have a loose chicken. Probably because we have too many chickens in here. Yep. They're pushing through the walls. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just a few too many loose eggs. So this is kind of funny, just before I go and turn it on. You see all the chickens? And yes, those nests are actually egg carriers. They only hold 4, so this is why we have a whole ton of them. But as you can see from the fact that I picked up 14 already, it's been here a while. This is part of the disadvantage of being on an SMP, is that, of course, I log off and the timer keeps running on some stuff like this. It's not actually loaded, per se, but it's there and it's annoying. So, I'm going to deal with this. Ah! Well, that's better than... Whoa. Well, I did something stupid. That's okay. We'll get them back. Hey, chickens, come back here. All of you, I want you back. Come on. Come on. Yes, you and all your cousins. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oops. Close the door. We'll get that guy out there in a second. Come on, buddy. Let's go. There we go. And close the gate. I want to turn on the machine right behind that. In the meantime, I'm going to run around and pick up loose eggs, and then we can collect all these other ones. Now, I turn on the machine in the middle. It's separating the adults from any babies we have. And this end of that section, you can see a little bit from the block kind of hanging in the sky. The right-hand end actually is a space for them to get away, but they tend to wander, so they're going to not exist for very long. Because that block is the mob basher. Alright, we're getting a lot less. Once we get this part cleared out, I'm going to pop out real quick and see if I can collect up some of the neighbors that have been wandering. But I definitely don't want all these loose eggs all over the place. That is problematic for plenty of people. There are ways I should have dealt with this, rather than this much mess, but yeah. See, if I was doing it with just cows, as I was originally playing with, you don't get the bonus of all the eggs that have a chance of giving babies so much faster. So, yeah, that's perk. Okay, adults, come here. You need to get separated. Come on. There we go. Separated and dead. 1 and 2. Perfect. Alright. Let's get the babies out of the way. Come over this way, guys. Hey, you. Come here, this way. Excellent. Okay, now you're out of the way. I'm going to just go see what I can find for your neighbors. Whoops. Well, that was less than ideal. Come on. Alright. I think I misplaced the other chickens. I think I let them out too far, too much. Hey, chicken, come here. I need to get rid of you. How's that? I need your meat juice. Great. Come on, chicken. Let's go. Good, there's the other one I was looking for. Come on, you two. Now, I don't want to go walking through that square. While that would get rid of them, it might get rid of me. So I'm not really interested in getting mob slaughtered. I think that's an eye. Nope, an eye's in there. Alright, so come on, you two. Come get separated. One, two. Alright.
Hello?
That's it. Yes.
Hello?
You're stuck in the wall.
Hello?
Hello, Springer. How are you? Hey, you. Come on. Chicken. Hello. Thank you. All right. I think that's the last one. So you're stuck in the wall too. Okay, let's get the babies over this way. Come on, buddy. Yeah, this whole stuck in the wall business is kind of annoying. I probably will have to build it up with like proper what do you call it, blocks to fill the gaps. But that would be sensible. And the babes won't go because it's not just because I'm not holding the seeds. It's also because they like to follow what they consider a parent chicken. One. And two. I don't know why, but every once in a while these guys get stuck in the wall. All right. Those two can start creating baby chicks. Now, these are just the ones we picked up loose, right? So let's see how many we actually get if I clean up all these eggs too.
Your attention, please.
What am I missing? Chat X? I am very confused. That Dell gets it. Okay, let me see. Got the word. We have 9 lives left, right? Like a cat. He's like a process of elimination. No, I don't get that one. That's really weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 19. That's odd. I bet you it's probably got something to do with color. You know what? Just clean this place up entirely. We're gonna have a bit of a nasty killing session. If the babies actually go, there we go. We're gonna put all the little ones in that side. If they get squished, they get squished, whatever. We've got a few that are stuck on the wall. Yeah, the nasty killing session. What was the word after all? It ended and I missed seeing it. That's the other thing I need to do is make sure that it prints in chat what the word was. Hey you stuck in the wall? Yeah, okay. So that's an issue for later Dell to worry about. Yep, we have babies, I know. I know you guys are stuck in the... Come on. There we go. 1, 2. Alright guys, long way around. The wall sticking thing is a bit annoying. Can you tell? But in the long run, it's a bit more effective. Who have I? Got one in there still. Nice. Come on, team. Come on, team chicken. Excellent. This one and that one. Everybody needs to go. Okay. So now that we've got all the little guys, except that one, it's fine. Turn this off. Oh! I just realized how he's... Okay, not how they're getting stuck in the walls, but how they're avoiding the machine. This one, if I have to turn on the working area... Okay, it's colliding. You can't really see it, which is too bad. But its working area... It literally cuts off where the edge of the block cuts off. So there's this one little teeny tiny zone that baby chicks can hide in that gets them out of the way. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so we have... Let's get a bunch of stuff out of the way so that we can see just how many babies we have, and then we're going to get back to what we originally were planning to work on. But I can't put a backpack in there, Inception style. This over here, that should work. Alright, so this thing was having a lot of eggs. That 64, and then 48, 54, I think? 54? Okay, let's see what else we get. Now we're going to run out of space. Let's take this backpack, swap it, and see what we got for space. Let's put these two away, that away, this away. Don't really need that for now. And one other piece. Let's put the torches away. Never be caught without any what do you call it? Excuse me. Never be caught without any method of distance defense is my personal style. Okay, so we're getting the eggs. Now, anytime I'm not actually breaking. You got me, Springer Shadow. I'm not actually breaking the eggs. Anytime you see a big wave that looks like it's a explosion type of thing, that's actually the animation that we get when one of the adults lays an egg and then it gets sucked into one of the chicken nests. Now the disadvantage of doing it this way with all the eggs and whatnot, spread all over the ground like this, is I tried one of them because they're really good at grabbing eggs. Unfortunately, they don't hopper. Would be really nice if they did, but as far as I've been able to determine, they don't. Now, I mean, I could have been doing it wrong, but I was not having success. So just having one that hoppers out to a chest or something, unfortunately, was not an option. So when I'm online, we can make trips over and make sure that get all the eggs out of the way. But when I'm offline, it's not great. I mean, we end up with, egg entities floating all over the place, which is, as you can imagine, less than ideal. The feeder thing is still running. That's why we're getting random love. Love chickens. Okay. So that's all clean. So we have just a few eggs. I think we had 50 some. Let's see what we got. That's 128 times 2. I can't remember. Run in the stand. Hey! Got any grapes? One of these days I will... Actually, maybe I can strip it out and at some point post the audio. My kids and I did a version of that for a virtual campfire for scouting, where one kid played the shop guy, one kid played the the duck, and I played the narrator, and we did the whole song. Let's see. You know what? I don't tend to kill the chickens when I hit them with the eggs, so let's just fire it off. So we have over 300 eggs. I was trying to count them, and I realized how stupid, because the bottom left corner right next to the hotbar, you guys can't really see it. I'm going to have to make my hotbar bigger. But we've got over 300 eggs doing that. This is not counting anything that would have come from egg predictions. Which, I mean, I suppose I could keep 5 for that. There's really not much point. Yeah, I love it. They come out with multicolored chicks. And even my favorite chicken color actually is this cream-colored one, which is off to my right here. I like that design, because you don't have just white ones, or just black ones, or just gray ones. I like this sort of creamy color. Okay, we're down to about 30 eggs left. So basically, the long story made short is cows can get auto-bred by the machine, same way chickens can, but I switched over to chickens because we have this extra opportunity of eggs. So the amount of time it would take to breed this many chicks, if you had just a breedable mob like a cow, would be ridiculous. Come on. So doing it with the eggs gets me far more really quickly. Alright, let's let this chaos continue itself for a bit. Where is the seeds? Let's get them away from the gate. Come on, guys. There we go. And I'm out. So now, let's see, mob juice. Where are we at? So mob juice, we are sitting at 488. Now, I've already emptied the bucket twice. So, liquid meat. Fun, fun. Let's get the device out. Where did I put it? Top. Head slot, there we go. This is what I'm using the meat for.
Roll the marbles!
What? Are you serious? Alrighty, give me a second. So we've got the meat juice thing, which I can actually use to eat with, right? I can't recall if you're supposed to be able to get to auto feed you. I think you're supposed to be able to, but for the life of me, I can't remember how, so I just pull it off and right click. Oh, maybe not. I can't recall why it's not working today, but that's okay. It's just cool. I think it's fun. Oh, that's why. It's because it's empty. Ugh. So if I take the meat juice into the meat feeder, which is now at 88 left, after you can see that my hotbar went up half a block. So I don't have enough to feed off that. That's why it wasn't doing anything, because there's no meat juice in it. That's what I'm using all the chickens for. Chickens are dinner. Yeah. And I really should... I'm looking at where the box ends on the killer thing, and how come I always have little chickens like stuck there. I'm thinking if I moved this block over one, then I'd have a 1 block gap to walk around the side here, which is good for me, but also I wouldn't have chickens hanging out on the wall. It would make the whole thing go a little bit different, I guess. It's probably the good plan. So let's just quickly do that, and then we'll deal with the probably rolling the marbles. Let's see what we got. So yes to the hangman game. Yes to the attention, please. Let's better. Oh, nope, that was just a sound. Okay. Awesome. Good. I don't have to worry about that. Another nice thing about these generators is that they keep their energy in them. Okay, this one. There's the wall. We will really, at some point, get back to what we were originally planning to do, I hope. Because, I mean, we're 40 minutes in, and I have done virtually nothing. just turning it, so whatever. Okay. Put this one here. I like the pink slime tank on this side. And then the actual block. Oh, no, it doesn't face me, it's this one. Okay, and I want the meat juice thing on top for easy access. And then I need to put this range card in, because otherwise we end up with a 1x1. So let's turn this back on. So you can see that this block, yeah, we're at 1x1. No good. So I add in the range, it adds an extra bunch. And now it goes into the other pen, so if I end up offing some of those ones, I guess it's not a big deal. But we'll have a bit more juice to work with, I guess. Alright. You guys might not want to be over there. There we go. Don't get dead. How's that? Does that work? There's still a slot in this back right corner where they can get free, but we're better off than we were. So I have a chance of losing some of the adults if they get on that little gap. I could pick up some of the egg trays, but then we're going to have worse collection. They'll just float around a lot more, so that's not ideal. Probably should look into whether or not we have vacuum hoppers that could just vopper them straight into a chest. That would be sensible. That's one of those, pardon me, that's one of those things where, you know, there's so many rabbit trails that you can get down that you never get anything actually done. Yeah. And there's supposed to be a way to suck up the XP orbs too, but I can't for the life of me think about that. So we'll get there. It'll take care of itself for now. So let's get back to what we wanted. Well, actually, I wonder if I did. Let's see, escape, statistics, items, things mined, eggs. Okay, we've got 147, 364, 153. Huh. I don't even know what those mean. Okay, times used, picked up, and dropped. So yeah, I've used easily over 800 eggs. And then I've used them 700 and something odd times. Oh, no, 847, 700 something odd times, and I picked up 153. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. A lot of eggs. And this number is only going to climb. Alright, so what am I going to do about all this mess of storage, right? Oh, derail. Another thing I meant to do. I don't want this. I want its not your oh, it's smaller. Okay. Your cheese to move. There we go. Those of you who get that, it's one of those business book things where they used to have whole sessions you could bring people into your office about who moved my cheese, and it's about, you know, the mouse in charge and so on and so forth. Yeah. A little bit to do with like corporate entitlement. Okay, so these chests. First thing I want to take a look at is what can we do about it. My intent is to head down the refined storage path for two reasons. One, it still gets me the ends I need because I just want to be able to store a huge amount of items. Okay, you guys are seeing a lot of small stuff. Options, video, GUI scale. Let's make this bigger. I think this is going to be huge. By applying that. Ooh, maybe not quite so big. 3 maybe? 4, 3. Apply. Survive 4, maybe? 5. Yeah, okay. Done. Done. Back to game. That's better. Alright, so, where am I going here? So I was going to go into the book. Yeah, that makes more sense. A lot more scrolly stuff. Alright, so we have... Looking into... Where am I here? Refined storage. You can see a little arrow beside it. Now it's readable. Sort of. So there's this line, which gets me what I want. So it's basically the computer brains with wireless connected network, so I can deal with that. This wireless thing is how we're going to get the mess from in the room where I'm standing to connect to the mess from the chemical thing. And possibly the output of the weird stuff over by the lava building. Okay, this one is really it's like a computer. They're talking about floppy disks, but really they treat it like a computer disk. So it's somewhat logical in that sense, but that's about as far as the logic ends. We have access stuff, and think of it as both a monitor and an input. So you have a crafting grid you can do stuff with, and a fluid grid, I can't off the top of my head remember what it was for. And this portable grid is hilarious because it's quite literally on the go. So you can actually take it wirelessly charged and do grid stuff, like crafting, on the go. So we're going to need one of these because it will replace having a crafting grid on my backpack, because then it can access all the general storage. And then you can auto-craft stuff if there's things you want repeated. So then you have options when you have these wireless connected networks. You have options to be able to have wireless crafting grids. I'm not quite sure why this exists and that, but we'll get there and find out. Different types of wireless crafting grids. I think the wireless grid might be viewing things, not totally sure. And the super wireless one, I believe, does it all. But this is the simple version. This is why I like refined storage, because it does what I need. You can get all kinds of complex and complicated and confusing. At least for me, it's confusing. I mean, it has to do with how many tracks and cables and power, and yeah, it gets a little bit weird with applied energistics. But some people really prefer that one over the refined storage. I've seen Dadcraft prefer this one. You can do a lot with it. I'm rusty enough with modded that refined storage is where it's at. Now, truthfully, there's a history to the refined storage and the applied energistics, which is virtually the same thing. Well, I shouldn't say virtually. Okay. I'm jumping the story here a little bit. It's not really the same thing, but it's the next iteration. So, technically, the refined storage that I'm going to go with was, in essence, applied energistics version 1. But then somewhere along the line, I'm not sure whether they upgraded it or forked it or rewrote from scratch. I'm not quite sure how that history worked out. But it became applied energistics 2. And some people who didn't like the complexity said this is insane, wanted the first version back. So it basically forked, split off. That way we have no closed captions issues. But it split off and became refined storage for the more simpler-minded of us. Yeah. I'll put my brains elsewhere. So if I pin this one, because I want to make that piece, it's the first piece you need to start, then it ends up on the right-hand side. You can see these things on the side there. And our setup so far had come from down here with mechanism. I was working with something, was just before we start getting into the fancy tier 2 stuff up here. It says, so to double our ingot output, your setup should look something like this. And here's the suggested order. Raw order goes into one block, which I don't think I built but I didn't use. Then I haven't got a separator put out there. Like, I mean, I've got one, but it doesn't do anything because I didn't set it up properly. And then the outputs go into the crusher, which then takes that output and goes into the enrichment chamber, which then goes into etc., etc. And the enrichment chamber then feeds your preferred smelter of choice. So because I built them in a messed up order, I don't have them in that sort of feed, and my little took the pin, turned it on to remind me to change that. So yeah, that's that. but we've got well, just over an hour, so I think I'm going to start. I know it's a lot of derailing, but in order to make everything else faster, I think I need to re-rail and do the storage. I would love to get into the blocks and more of the chemicals in the lab, as people were calling it yesterday. I'd love to get into that and build the blocks that we had the stuff on the floor for, like the buttons. However, we're going to need power for that, which is a whole different rabbit hole to go down. Hangman, yeah, I've been told that there's an update I have access to that's on the board. I really should get you guys a shot of what the board looks like, but it's pretty rough. There's a lot of stuff on the board. I've only got 4 categories at the moment, but each of them have at least 5 things, and actually those 5 things are rather literal paths of what to be doing. Okay, so they're literal, like, should be subheadings. Okay, so we need the refined storage block to start. Okay, so it's a mass storage mod that offers network-based storage. Nerd. To get started with the mod, you want a controller, which is the core of your network. It's kind of the brains. And you have to provide it with power, which gives life to all components. So we could go down the power path again, but we're going to need all the bits and bobs, so let's make them before we get too far. Yeah, I have to get at that. Okay, mental note. Where's my... Give me a quick sec here. Stream to-dos. Do I get... Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Upgrade. Match. Game. Under my stream to-dos list, there's now an upgrade Hangman game to do. It's Thursday, so we'll see if I can get some of these done, because I don't actually have camp this weekend. Now, speaking of this weekend, let's get on to this. I'm just going to poke at it while I talk. So speaking of this weekend, we need to... we can do that. We need to be aware that it's Canadian Thanksgiving. So people like Skyfire would get that one. What that also means is... Where did I put it? Fine, I'll sleep the old-fashioned way. Where did I put... There it is. Being as it's Canadian Thanksgiving, we spend time with family, we go to dinner, and that's on Sunday. What that also means, though, is that I put a priority on family. So if the kids want to do something this weekend, then I'm just going to get less Minecraft grinding time. And that's just going to be the way it is, because, you know, I'm very thankful for the family, and they are very tolerant of me because I don't actually spend a whole ton of time with them during the week. I could, but after I raid out on my Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's almost on top of dinner time for them, and sometimes I'm raiding into somebody who, for networking purposes and just enjoyment purposes, or if I'm on a roll on something in the game, I just stay. And they've been very tolerant of that. Initially it was an on as-needed basis, but yeah, it wasn't great. Okay, I came out here for something. What did I come out here for? Enriched iron, okay, and silicon is based off of... Nope, not that one, because we don't have these things. What's that? Stonework Factory, we don't have one of those. What's this? More smelting, okay, so skip that. Page 2. Energized smelter. In mechanism, what are we smelting? Oh. So you need more quartz to make more quartz. I mean, the logic that it's silicon makes sense. Okay. So that's fine. So we need more quartz, which means we have to get quartz blocks from the guy around the corner and break them up. And then this machine casing is more quartz and stone. Okay. And then this one, advanced processor. Raw advanced processor. Okay, more quartz, a diamond. We've got one of those. Redstone, okay, we can get that. Processor binding. Glue! Yay! Not meat glue, but glue. Oh, it does print to text. Pan mixes? Okay, that sounds like somebody just got an acronym. Or not an acronym, sorry, a portmanteau. Okay, so we can make this one because we've got wool we can turn into string. And I probably should just grow more string, that would make more sense, but I didn't. Pardon me. Then we've got pink slime. So we can get the pink slime. I have a few green slime balls, but we can get the pink slime from the slime that's coming out of the chicken pen. So that's good news. Slime and string, okay, we're covered. So really, the big one we need to do is lots and lots of quartz, which involves getting the blocks from the, what's his name? The dude around the corner. And is this the one? Nope, not that one. It is the enrichment chamber. Take a whole block. Yeah, there it is. Let's take a whole block of these, enrich it, and then we get nether quartz. Weird, wild, and wonderful. But it works. Now if I had dust, do I get... Oh, it's the pulverizer. Okay, that's not going to work as a grinder instead. Okay, so no go there. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get even more out of it with the whole ore double concept. Alright, so we're back to... Where'd you go, buddy? This one. Which I need to get. See, this is part of why I need to build this thing, is because I can't recall where I put anything half the time. Okay, can I get in here? Yes. And the fact that that disappears is kind of annoying. You need to give me all the quartzes. That's not going to be enough, but it will do for now. I don't really feel like running down that path. So we have to... What was it before we get too far? That was the energized smelting, right? This one, this one. Enrichment chamber. Okay. Yeah, because the energized smelting didn't actually have anything useful out of it, so it's the enrichment chamber. Okay, I'm just making sure it wasn't an easier way, and it does not look like it. Yeah. Okay, so we're into the enrichment chamber business. If we go into the enriching factories and stuff down the road, which is more that right-hand side stuff, then we can do a lot of the same jazz, just more effectively and probably cheaper. Cheaper on energy. But... That's it all, really. Okay, what have we got? So Geek Out has been changed. We're into the pop culture category again. So TV. 4 shows on which 2 characters accidentally get married. I'm not sure about the accidentally part. What is... So once we've got these, we need to make a bunch of those, which came from... I need 3 of these in here. 1, 2, 3 in the smelter. And then what else do we need? We need... Oh, no, not those. Okay, so we need a whole lot of these. That's 8. And 4 is 12. And... Yeah, okay, so 12 of those. So then... Oops, wait a minute, what do I do? I need 12 of them, but what do I do with them? 3 iron and 1 nether quartz. Yeah, because I don't have an induction smelter, although that would be sensible. Okay, so 3 iron and 1 nether quartz it is. I needed, that makes 4. I needed 12, so times 4, or times 3. So 3 of these and 9 of those. Perfect. 3 of these. And 9 iron. That should work to make 3. Which makes 12 of those. Now let's see if I can dig it out. What else do we need? That's the machine casing. That's stone. Okay. We are at advanced processor. We have to smelt it, right? But diamond's fine. Oh, I need a 4th one of those. Fantastic. And then the goop. All right. So that was... How did I do that again? 1 more. Okay. I have to smelt 1 more of these. We need the goop, right? We need the goop. Oh, whoops. Hang on a sec. Need the goop, but I have to check. How do we pick up said goop? Oops. This one, that one. Goop balls. Oh, pink slime in the dissolution chamber with a glass pane. Okay. See. Pink slime. Oops, bucket. Where'd the bucket go? Alrighty. So dissolution chamber. We actually have a reason not to have latex in there. Yay! Where'd you come from? That's easy enough to deal with. Chicken. Come on. Come get deaded. There we go. Alright, so pink slime. Let's grab a bucket of that and see what we can do with it. I need to come in here and steal this container. Okay. You, which input is this? Green? Turn it off. And then I need to take this tank. I think I can grab it. Point. There we go. Is it empty? No. Okay. You. Left click to fill, right click to drain. Okay, so left click. Come on. I'm trying to get the center section empty. Out? No. Out. Out. Perfect. Okay. Now I need to empty. Pink slime. Do we have enough? How much pink slime did it say it needed? That's the... There, it's this way. Pink slime. These. Mark them. Okay. Alrighty, 300 millibuckets. Do I have 300 millibuckets in there? Yes. Okay. So I need to find the glass panes. And I need string. So I need to grab wool. Wool is not in here. Alright, is wool in this one? No. Alright. There's the ball. You can see why hopping back and forth is a bit of a pain. No. I had wool, where did it go? Okay, so we're going to go this way. A big slime. Wool. Double click. Not in that one. Not in that one. That's food bin. Flowers. Oak iron. Not in there. This time I have wool. I thought I had wool. Oh. Huh. Did I use it? Okay. Aha, there is some. Okay, so I just need one of these. And let's take this out. Just making sure I'm not totally crazy, wasting time here. Let's open the big pack. I have just enough string, see? There is kind of silly things to do. Okay, so it was this one, right? Yes. Alright. So we should be able to make the things. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want this, that. Makes that goop. There we go. Alright, so I have 8 of those. And I can't see in my bag, that's fine. Let's go with this. Okay, so redstone, silicon, diamond, and processor binding. I have a redstone up here, so we should be fine. I'm gonna have to stop using this bundle because it's really annoying me. There we go. Diamond. But now, can we make the thing? This to here, which means that. So one advanced processor, which I can throw in the smelter. Let's go do that. Once again, we've got here to here, which goes in the smelter. Okay, it's this one. There, and I needed this blob. And then we've got that case. Nope, not that one. There's something else I thought I needed. Quartz enriched iron. We did that already. Machine casing. Stone. That's what I needed. Do I have stone? Yep. Okay, so we should be able to make everything. So let's get this piece out. It's all magic, you know? Okay, this one. Make that piece. And then we can take that piece to make... The other 3 balls were good. So make this piece, which doesn't have any power. That's okay. Alrighty. Made the advantage of spine storage. Yay! So now we can go over here. What are you going to give me? Another block or some materials and another one of those parts, which is handy. Alrighty, I'll take that. This. No! I got the silicon. Dang it. An improved processor. Okay, well, better than kicking the pants, I guess. Okay, so then we're going to need to go with that. Not the manager, not the grid. That's later. Cables. We need to make cables later to connect things to the system. But to start with, you can put them side by side. So let's go into this section. And we need to pin that. So in order to store items, we need to create disks that are stored in a disk drive. Excuse me. Which we can attach it to the network by placing it beside the controller, or by using pipes. Well, sure. And they have 8 slots for storage drives. I tend to try and max it out as quickly as I can, but then you can make bigger and bigger drives. So that's that. This one's going to need power. How do I want to get power for the time being? We don't have much going on. What do I have for cables? Universal power cables. Sure. Actually, you know what? I just had a thought. That's scary. That I actually had a thought. I'm thinking, just because it's temporary for now, won't be permanent piece, permanent location. I think I'm just going to throw it in here, and we can run off the unit back there. And you go right here. Now it's powered. See, we have a controller. It doesn't do anything. That's okay. Okay, so now we need to make the disk drive jazz, right? So this one needs to be that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I jumped too far. Okay. Bookmark. There we go. I don't need that bookmarked. So now we need to make another one of these, which I think we've got the processor. Where are we here? I heard blink. It is a cool looking block, actually. This one's all like shiny, and it does actually, you can see it changes. But that looks pretty cool. And some of you may see more colors than others, but yeah, it's still a pretty neat looking block, and it moves. And you can tell when your power, one of the reasons I like this too is sometimes I don't always notice when the power is off. These cables are supposed to empty it. They're treating power, looking at power kind of like it's a fluid in a weird way, and it turns the cable green. But sometimes I don't always notice when it's off. So having this thing connected is handy because it'll just go gray, as you saw when it was empty of power. Okay, so now we're making, oh, that's a little too big on the interface. Sorry, guys. Options, video, GUI, we're going to go down to 3. Apply. There. I can handle that. Done. Back to game. Okay. So now we're building the disk drive, which is... Do we have the machine casing? No, we don't. We have to make another one.
Hello there.
Hello there, Sachet. How are you doing today? I'm missing all of those. More iron, more quartz. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna bet we're gonna need more. Give me a sec. So we got 6 and 8 is 14, right? I didn't miss anything there? 14. And I think we got the advanced one of those, so that's possibly not useful. Yeah. I need another diamond. Of course. Of course I need another diamond. Because this bag sucks. Okay. Leave those there. Okay, so this one needs that. Okay, we can make this puppy. And then we need machine casing. Right, I need those. So 14 is what I said, I think. Those. These. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 16 will do. Okay, so back again. This drive. And we got the machine casing? No, I needed stone. Oh no, I have to enrich quartz enriched iron. Yes, I did that. Okay, now I need any type of stone. Don't I have stone? Am I not looking? Oh, I'm not looking in the backpack. Now I can do it. Jeepers creepers. Okay, so this block. A lot of back and forthishness. Okay, machine casing done. We need a basic chest. Woohoo! Can do. Oh, come on. Do that anyways. So this just needs to go in the block, the thingamajigger. That one. Okay, and we need a basic chest. Looks like we have one, but we don't really, because this isn't a basic chest. 17. Let's go like this. Will that work? Please say yes. Oh, huh. Kinda gotta get this piece out. There we go. Okay, now we should be able to make the block. Yay! So we have the disk drive, which is great. But now we need to get disks that go in said drive. This one will get me. Let's see. Aha! Okay, what have we got? Basic, improved, or advanced. They say random, but honestly. Oh no, I got the advanced. Oh well. Okay, so now we need to have, what's this? Manipulator allows you to take items and fluids from one disk into another grid's disks. I don't really care. It's fine. We need storage housings to actually make the disks. Okay, so we're going to go back and read what it actually says about them. Time to generate the hard drives of the refined storage. To do this, you need a storage housing that'll combine with a storage part to create a storage disk. Just simply make the desired size of part, then combine with the housing to create a disk. Storage disk is used to store your items virtually once placed inside of the disk drive. It has to be put in a disk drive. Okay. The storage disk won't despawn when dropped in the world. Nice. So, when it says the desired size of part, means that you can actually make bigger discs by making the fancier parts. We'll see how much we can afford, because I want to try and top out as best we can. But we'll have to go with the flow. So we're on to storage housing. Oops, and it's nighttime. I have a don't spawn here thing, the freebie torch up there. But it doesn't seem to affect the chicken pen. So I'm gonna go check on the chickens at some point. I should probably make it daytime. Okay, so we've got, oops, did I not click on the right thing? This one, that one. Bookmark it until we're done. Okay, so now we just need more of the enriched iron, fine. Out of redstone dust, and I need some glass. I've got some of that. So I need to go visit the villagers for redstone dust, and I don't know if I can do the quartz enriched iron. That was 3. Oh, yeah, I can do that. So, one of those. That, so I got 4. And I needed the redstone. And I need to figure out where my regular glass went. Right. Because I don't have glass blocks in here. Do I? No, I do not. So the next question is, where did I put the glass blocks? Because I didn't use all of them. Oh, there we go. 2 of those. Gretchy Face Frown says that bundles need fixing. Okay, so I am out of space to put things. No, actually, let's put this stupid bundle up here. Sort it away, because I'm tired of that. Alright, that says that I need to go and get a bunch of redstone, because I don't seem to have any kicking around. Nor do I have emeralds kicking around, so I'm going to spend iron. Actually, why am I spending iron? No, I'm not going to do that that way.
Hello.
Alright. Hello! How are you doing? I like bundles. They're great. I can scroll through them and get exactly what I want. But in this pack, the bundles are stupidly non-functional, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. I'd like to say they're great, but they're not. Hey, Carrot Dude, you're going to give me all of the things. See? Now I have 14. Can I get more? Ah, oops, nope. Wrong way. It's fine. Can I get all the things, please? Aw. You only want to give me a few more. That stinks. Oh well. Okay, redstone. Oh, I guess I need a slot for that. Pick up what's on the floor till I have a slot free. There we go. You. Nope, not yet. For this guy. Dude, give me all the redstones. That'll work. Not perfect, but it will do. Alright, so we got what we need. So now we have the storage housing can be made. Sorry for all of the mess. This is part of why we're doing this. Storage housing down here. Those over there. Alright. So we end up with a lot of random stuff. Okay. So then, now that we've done the storage housing, got machine casing. Oh well. Alright. Excuse me a second, I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, so next piece we're up to. So we have storage parts. We have two choices. We got this one by sheer luck. 1K storage disk can store 1,000 items. So we can take, we got a machine casing, yay. But we got the storage part to go in. If we can make a bigger storage part, I would like to, because 1,000 won't get us very far. The storage blocks are kind of neat because they are sort of in lieu of a disk drive. So you can actually just create a whole bunch of blocks that you just slap into the system. The thing is, and you can pick it up and whatever. The thing about it though is that, what's the point? I mean, it's a chest that holds 1,000 things. Not 1,000 stacks, but 1,000 things. We can easily exceed that with the mess we've already got with chests and whatnot, so let's just leave it. Okay, so 4K. In order to make a 4K one, we need 3 of the 1Ks. We've got 1. Basic processors. Let's see if we can get those, take these, which is more of that mess. Okay, we can do that. What else have we got? We can... These, take glass. More of the silicon, okay. So at the moment then, we need to... Storage disk can store 1,000 items. Storage housing. You put the storage part with the storage disk. The storage part was easy enough to make the basic one, so I guess I might as well start with 1,000 items. Throw it in there. Actually, I don't have an interface, so that's not going to help. Because until we have an interface, there's not much point in putting anything in. You can't do anything with it. So, we can store items virtually, but how do we see what's on the network? So we have to make the grid, and I think that's more important probably than actually putting the items in there, or I'm going to end up with 1,000 items tucked away that I can't do squat with. So let's make this one first. Alright, so we've got the casing. We've got the 2 improved processors. I don't know what a construction core is, so we have to figure that out. We know what a quartz enriched iron is, that's fine. So it's just this one and this one. Construction core and a destruction core that we have to build. So a construction core is the basic processor. Okay, we know we can do that. With glowstone dust. Okay, we can do that. And then the destruction core, basic processor with quartz. We can do those. Okay, that's not a problem. So we're going to need a bunch of these bits, which are all of this mess. So we need some more of those. Made out of quartz through the thing. Okay, so let's figure out where the quartz pile went. I'm going to just throw these 8 in and then get some more from the villager and do it that way. Now, what was I need to do with these? My brain went to lunch. Nope, not that one. What is it we need to do? Geekout was... I'm sorry, just like Geekout says, Twister and Wizard of Oz. 2 films in which a tornado appears. For sure. Wasn't there another storm chasing kind of thing? I mean, storm chasers, of course, but I'm not sure what else. This one, okay, that one needed these. That's what I need to do. In the... I can't remember what I put it in. Smelter, okay. So I have to smelt those. Keep forgetting where I have to smelt them or whether I energize them, that's the thing. So we've got... It's a twister! It's a twister! Yeah. Wizard of Oz, okay. Give me one. Those two can go together. Sharknado. I suppose. Yeah. Weird as that is, I suppose you're right. Oh, I guess I have a bunch. Okay, so let's get that step out of the way. We needed this one, this one, this one. A bunch of those. Okay, so then what did I do with those? I put those in the... Oh, I put those in the smelter. Okay. We're gonna need a few of those, I think. Probably worth making them in advance. Stop. I need you for something else. That. I got the goop. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's make... What do we need? We need to have 2. So I've already got those. So 2 of these. Right? Yes. Okay. Iron. Ha ha ha! Ha! I know what I did with the iron in that case. Did I put some in here anyway? No. Okay. I know where the iron went. Not with me, but I know where it is for change, which is nice. Actually, is this one full? We won't get more if we don't empty this. Yeah. Okay, let's get that. Take this. Those. There we go. And this stupid thing. They're elemental shards of some sort of or other for the world, and I wish they would stop being made, because I find them really annoying. Alright. So we've got the iron. Back it up. Back that train up right now. So we need at least 2 of these. Oops. Did it wrong. This one, this one, this one. There we go. At least 2 of those. I can make 6, but let's only make double what we need. Because... Just because. And then... okay, we're gonna run that through the smelter thing, I think. I hope that's right. Okay. We've got machine casing. I knew I could make it. I didn't actually build one, did I? Yes, I did. Okay, that. Quartz enriched iron. 1. Make that. Oh, glowstone. That's unneeded. Okay. And quartz. So let's make that one. Excuse me. I'm mysteriously starting to stuff up. That's really weird. Okay, so we've got the destruction core. And I needed glowstone. Where did I put? I think it's in the other backpack, right? No. Not sure I want to know what that was all about. Anybody knows what Latasha was about? I don't really particularly want to visit them. I think it's a mob I'm probably supposed to fight or something. I'm not sure I really want to know. But I do, but I don't, you know? What's this? It's a horse. It's kind of like verging on that whole, ain't nobody got time for that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that is the case. Okay, well, whatever. They're not here. They can leave me be. Alright, so we've got this one. I needed glowstone, which was in this box. use. How do I get the dust? Did I just throw it in a crusher? Enrichment chamber? What the? Oh, well, okay, fine. Yeah. Enrichment chamber. It says you can crush them. Oh, only from create, okay. This enrichment chamber is far too useful. This top one, the one that looks more like a microwave. Hey you, in the meantime you can just give me more. There we go. Alright. Get this out of here. Do-do-do. So then we've got that. That makes, oops. That makes the construction core. What? Oh. We left the other one in here. And I don't have any room. Fantastic. This one, let's put some junk up here. That. It's not really junk, but it'll do. Basic fluid tank can go up there for now. That'll give me the space I need. Alright, this one and this one becomes that one. Excuse me, the blue one. Construction core. Now, can we get a grid? What am I missing? Any kind of glass. Okay. Back to the house. Distributed stuff is such a mess. You want glass for everything. So let's just take the glass. Much as I hate it. Let's take the glass. Okay. Grid. Make a thing. I have the viewing items. Okay, I can view it now. That's fine. And we get more stuffs. An improved processor and a machine casing. So now we can... Let's see. Take this out. What do they say next? Wireless access. Okay, we don't need that. What's the... Well, if you can interact with it while not being connected to the network, then what on earth is the point to the wireless access? That makes no sense. That's storage at a distance, and then you can do things with it from a distance. You've got a portable grid, so what's the point? I don't know. Okay, so now it's like a crafting grid. We can actually do that. So this lets you access the storage, but with a crafting table. Yay! Yeah. So they say, let's be honest, no one just uses the regular grids. Yes, so they make you make this in order to, as far as a quest goes. But truthfully, I could get away without it. So we just kind of just spun our wheels there a little bit. So this crafting grid one is what we really want. And then it's worth actually putting stuff in to the storage, because then we can actually get what we need. And I'm going to do it this way. So rather than make it from scratch, we take the regular grid, add an advanced processor, and a crafting table, and we get what we want. So let's, I know I have a crafting table kicking around somewhere. There's one. And we know how to make these things, so we should be good. That should be it. This way. There we go. Now we have ourselves a crafting grid. I'm getting a machine casing and an improved processor, the yellow one. Now it's worth making some more disks. And rather than making 3 of the 1K storage zones, we're going to need more housings too, but rather than making 3 of these, it's worth it to make the larger part.
Hello.
Geek out. Oops. What did I miss? Oh, hey CK. How are you? So I didn't even realize you'd come in. I apologize. How are you doing today? Good new geek out because we totally killed the tornado thing. New Geek Out is 2 celebrity hairstylists. Ooh, I'm going to skip that one. That's just a dumb one. There we go. Oh no, we did that the other day. Skip. Okay, this one needs some interpretation. Because we're not talking about Disney movies, so the Geek Out has become Disney category, subcategory music, 2 characters who sing as part of performance. So these are not, things like Frozen where you just sing wherever and whenever. These are ones where they're actually singing as part of performing for some reason or another. So they're part of a show. So you could name characters from, say, High School Musical. Not one that I'm familiar with, but I mean, you could. Pardon me. And then with the High School Musical stuff, move on into, maybe I can make those. Let's see. But then from there, you could move on into similar characters. If that makes any strange sense. This one, nope. I need to go R. Then I need to do these, and I can only make one. What am I short of? Yeah, I just don't know the characters from it. No. Oh, right. I was trying to figure out why our fine teacher friend CK was available to pop into stream today. It took me a second or two. Because I'm one major time zone to the east of them, so 1 hour later, which means that it would be about 25 before 11 a.m. in the morning. Then I remembered, yes, CK Grapes was musing last night about a scamcation. Yeah, CK Grapes recognizes people. So, Fantastic Shock Fox, for my thankfulness, is in a meeting, so I can tell this story because it was kind of my fault. What happened in my story, I alluded to last night, was that how do I put this? I was in the airport. Well, actually, okay, let me back it up. We were coming off of an airplane on our way to a Disney World trip. So that sounds like a lot of fun, right? So that sounds like a blast. However, and here's where it gets messy. However, it turned out that I saw on the way getting off the plane a gentleman by the name of Steve Wozniak. So for those of you who are familiar with tech history, Steve Wozniak was one of the technically 3, but 2 best known co-founders of the Apple company. Apple computers and all that. And so Steve was sitting in the first class section playing on his Game Boy. Okay, fine. The Woz, no big deal. I mean, it was big, but it wasn't like I was going to, do nerdy fangirly stuff as we were getting off an airplane. I'm not that kind of person. So, in any case, okay, I need more of those. That comes from the quartz in the thing. Okay. So, in any case, we got off the airport, that's fine. We're standing in the luggage carousel, going to get our luggage, and Fantastic Shock Fox is asking for a little bit of help, making sure that we have all the right luggage, because he's got a bit of a color issue, so we can't see a whole ton of the color, which means then that I where am I here? You in the mechanism blocks. I think it's that one. Just gets us. Yeah, okay, that's this one. From chamber to nether quartz. Okay. So anyway, no big deal, we walk by. But he's counting on me to help him find the luggage. Well, I get distracted by the fact that Woz walked in to pick up his luggage. And so was standing there on his Game Boy. Yes, classic Game Boy. Kicking around. And he was, what are we here? So he's doing his thing and whatever, and I thought I spotted our luggage, so we said, oh, there it is. So we grabbed the luggage and got out of there because it was nice and crowded. I mean, Florida's like that. Orlando's a pretty big airport, pretty busy place. And so we spotted the luggage. Well, we got over to our hotel room. It was interesting that we had a good conversation on the way over about having spotted the Woz and so on. It wasn't until probably about 11 or 12 at night, probably 11:30 or something maybe, split the difference, when... Oh, it's only for one, shoot, I need it for more. When we opened our luggage and discovered, sort of related to CK's story from last night, we discovered that at the top of what we had thought was our luggage, which by this point you picked up on was clearly not, we had a pair of prosthetic legs, which is not something that either of us needs. And these ones appear to be designed for swimming, so they clearly weren't everybody's, everyday legs, I guess you could say. Actually, I better take that out just in case. And so, yeah, it was a little bit embarrassing. But so then we tried to phone the airport to see if we could get our luggage. Well, needless to say, the luggage is closed at that hour. And we discovered we had missed a message from the airport trying to contact us because the other person had gotten our luggage. Easy to miss, fairly normal luggage mix-up. Well, fairly normal aside from what the content was, but, fairly normal mix-up. So anyway, so Fantastic Sherlock Fox basically did not get to sleep that night. He was trying to figure out when the luggage place opened so that he could go over there and try and get the correct luggage, and there was a lot of back and forth phone call stuff, and I think he maybe got an hour of sleep before he then had to, we'd paid for, because we had a whole bunch of us coming, we'd actually paid for a limo rather than a cab. So we had the limo the one way, and then he had to pay for a cab back to the airport. At this point it's like 4 a.m. or something like that. So he ended up having to get his stuff done at like 5 in the morning, I guess, by the time we got up to the airport. And then the airport guys weren't going to open the luggage till like 5:30 in the morning. There was some very slight palm greasing to get it open a half hour ahead so that we could exchange our luggage full of legs to get our own suitcase back. At which point, Fantastic Sherlock Fox got in a cab again from Orlando down to our Disney hotel, which then got us, we were there, we were already, myself and my family and whatever, because extended family, were already meeting for breakfast. Oops, where am I here? I'm losing my train. There we go. Breakfast in the restaurant. And so we had to... I needed 3, right? Okay, I need 4 of those. 4 of those. I only make 2, because I ran out of goop. Great. Now I've got pink goop issues again. Alright. Where was I? So yeah, we had to come back to the breakfast, buffet or whatever kind of thing. But it also happened to be a character breakfast. So here's Fox dragging himself in, pretty tired, and, you turn around, there's like Pluto in your face. 5-foot Pluto. So yeah, it was a very interesting start to the trip. So yeah, I got to do star spotting with a nice tech nerd, and then poor Sherlock Fox had to untangle that rather disastrous mess. So if I hadn't gotten distracted by star spotting, we would have been far better off. Basic processors, raw basic processors. What do I do with those? Hang on a second. You... Smelter. Okay, good. So, yeah. Oopsie-daisy. Followed by the Steve, exactly. So when CK was telling her story last night about the motorcycle or whatever with the poor gent and his leg, it just made me think about, yeah, I can understand how they'd want to have a leg that, wouldn't come off. Because I suspect that this person probably wanted to start their day in Florida, hit the pool, that sort of thing. But not so effective if you're stuck with no leg. As weird as that sounds. So, yeah. That's my story. Well, it wasn't nearly as exciting as CK's. I mean, I don't get to see cool stuff on the way to work or anything like that. But we had a bit of fun. Okay, so I've got the 4K storage part. I want to see what freebies they're going to give me before I combine those two pieces. Yay, another 4K storage part. Perfect. So what that means then is I can make 2 4K discs if I make 1 more storage housing. So let's try that, see how close we are to being ready for the housing. Enriched iron, I can make those. Got that. I just need to make the iron, I think. Like this. Oops, maybe I don't need to. Hang on a sec. Oh, I need 3. Yes, I need 3. Okay, what am I missing? The crafting grid, that would be probably the smart piece. There we go. Okay, so now, in order to get these into being discs, we have to combine them with the part. And you can start to see this color of the center of the storage part, which in this case is yellow, in case you guys can't see that, actually sort of shows up on the disc. So there's a teeny tiny pixel at the top left that goes the color of whatever storage part you've got in it. So I have a 4K disc, and I'll make another 4K disc. There. And then I take these 4K discs, and a few. Oops, I actually have to put the other part with it. Let's put... Now, the nice part about these pieces is they have to be side by side, but they don't have to be in any particular order. So I'm going to throw the crafting grid in the middle because I'm only that tall. There's nothing to see, right? It's nice, but there's nothing to see. So I put the disk drive on top, which also needs power, so we're fine by that. That's a... that's not a power, though. That is... Let's take the configurator. Ultimate mode. You're in that one. So take this. Don't connect to the... Actually... Yeah. At some point I'll want to put that in there, but not at the moment. Okay. So then I take the discs, and I can put them in here. And I can even switch up the priority of what the discs are. Right, I put in here. That's right. Can't remember what those are for. There's a reason for those slots, and I can't remember. But yeah, so then on the left-hand side, they'll show you how full it is, right? So you can show what type is items or fluids. These are item discs. And then you can blacklist things to get on there. Extracting mode on. You can take things out. And then access type insert and extract. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. So what that means then is if I click in here, I can put whatever I want in there. Let's see, let's put diamonds, sure. And this. And they will show up in here, and I can build whatever I need in there. So for example, I can see it, and if I was to put diamonds, it only shows diamonds. Pretty simple, you know, that sort of thing. So now, unfortunately, is the old-fashioned format. Do I want cables with me? Don't really care. Put that up there. Casings up there. I'll keep the carrots because they don't really need to be there. And empty the backpack. Torches I'd like to keep with me. That's my shield. That was to take care of the chickens, so I'll keep those. I think I'm good with all the rest. Okay, so let's get this stuff out of there. This stuff in here. And did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I have to look at the old-fashioned way because I didn't think I could just click on it and have things go in, but now I'm wondering, you know? There. Now I can actually get this piece. I believe I can connect it to the controller over here. I have to remember how to do that, though. There's like pipes and cables and whatever to get it to work. Which means I may tear out this wall in behind, you can sort of see, because that's just a one-block wall between all this mess and the blocks out back. But on the second level, I actually have an empty space, but the bottom one is covered. So then I can make whatever I want that way. That's one empty backpack. Right? Yeah, there's nothing in there. Okay. So then all of this jazz could go in the system. I wish there was an easy way to do this. As far as I know, there is not. Somebody will probably tell me otherwise, but yeah, so bear with me a little bit. Oops. Close that up. Bear with me a little bit while we get some of this junk cleaned up, and then we can start making things hopefully faster. Let's get more seeds later. I have a mess of stuff. And I'm also hoping that we're not getting too full. That'll be a challenge as well. For example, if I go up here, we're at 1.7 thousand items, which means we're 20% full. So hopefully this will fit. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. And then we have to start deciding then, in that case, what to pull out. Which will probably start with, junk like armor and so on. Biofuel, leave that. Leave that for a second. And how are we doing on room for the biofuel? Sure. Okay. 10 minutes left. So hopefully we can get to something else beyond this. Hello? Don't you stack? Really? Huh. It didn't stack. Okay, well, that's fine. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but some of my lava buckets are getting extra, what do you call it? Yeah, they stack fine here, but in my backpack, for some reason, they won't stack. It's like an NBT problem. I don't get it. Our pink slime ended up in here, so I've got to do some more pink slime stuff, I think. So I'll have to probably come back and get that. But let's see what we need and only carry what we need. And then the backpacks can actually be used for what they're meant to be used for. Well, sort of. Large storage. Oddly, actually, I can put that in there too. I have one on me. I don't really care. What are we sorting by? Sorting direction descending. Display normal. Sorting type by quantity. No. By name? By ID. Quantity. Feel free to go long. Oh. Yeah, I guess you've got meetings, don't you? Let's see. What am I at? Sorting type name. Yeah, let's just go name for now. We'll check out later. We have a whole lot of stuff. So then we can also search, which is kind of handy. Search box mode is normal is auto-selected. JEI synchronized. So this is kind of funny because when I start searching up here, if I was to go pink slime. So it's not going to show anything because I don't have any loose pink slime items, but I can search up here and it does the same down here. Which for our purposes is kind of handy because then we see all the recipes, and if we need something, all the parts, then we can do it. The problem though with that is that if I change here to figure out the parts for this right hand JEI one, you get really messed up. So yeah. Two-way sync is not great either, so anyway, that's just how that one works. And I'm going to search them separately because sometimes we'll do it synced, but I like it separate because then this is sort of saying, what do I have? And this is saying, what's the recipe for what I need to make? And that way I can search for the two separate pieces. My brain works well that way. All right, so those two are empty. Now, let's see how much storage we've taken up. 27%, and we've got most of the works, which means I can start grabbing the things from that other place, the other room. And the backpack's empty, which means I have a ton of space. I have packing tape. Packing tape is something kind of funny. They used to use packing tape to close up these drawers, but now I don't even have to lock them. They will retain their contents when I break them. These do not. So people have invented packing tape for this. Well, you know something, CK? That actually works out well because I'm with my scouting stuff. am often not able to get back until about halfway through DC, so that works. I mean, I'm sorry that you're up so late, I really do appreciate that. But it means I have some fantastic people to hang out with. Okay, so let's find the most annoying empty thing, or annoying thing to empty. Oh, well that's easy enough, we'll take that. Empty. And this one... I don't really want to lose those guys. Okay, let's leave that till the end. Guess I should break everything. Start loading up the backpack. Fun. I'm dodging the packing tape. Yeah. I'll just get these chests in there. Move packing tape, that gives more space to work. Okay. That's about as full as I can handle, right? Right. That'll fit. That's not, okay. Sleep! Sorry guys, I'm having one of those days where I start to feel just that little bit yawny or like I'm gonna sneeze or something. And then I figure it's easier to take a drink of coffee. Once I get the first one in, it also helps that I'm not up all night. There. At the moment, I'm going to put everything I can in there. And I just put the packing tape in. That was dumb. Oh well, whatever. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't know if I will ever use. But on the other hand, if I don't keep it, I'll decide down the road, oh yeah, I want to do that mod. And it won't actually be there. Sometimes I think the explosion of the file size for the poor people managing the server, it may not necessarily... Ooh, dropping your disk drive. May not necessarily be just entities and whatnot that cause lag, or the fact that we've explored everything. Sometimes I think it's people like us who hoard a gazillion objects, and yes, it's not a whole lot in terms of computer math to say, you've got all this stuff, but if all of us do it, we've got tons and tons of hoarding. Uh-oh. I think it's this one? There we go. But yeah. I feel sorry for people who have to deal with these absolutely ginormous files. On the other hand, if there is a download of this one later on, and I download it to play with, which is pretty likely, as in to play around with, then I will have access to everybody's stuff, right? And none of it will be accessible to me, which is kind of annoying. It'd be sort of nice when you convert a world from a server world to a single player world, wishful thinking and all, if you could automatically make everything in the world public, but it still stays private to the user, which is, yeah, less than ideal. Because then I'll go over to like DC's base after we've downloaded the file, and I still won't be able to access his stuff. Oops. Here's another funny thing. Because you can pick up villagers like this as little dolls, it sounds really ridiculous, but I can actually put villagers in that computer system. Why I'd want to, I'm not particularly sure, but the fact that I can amuses me. And I will, it's just, yeah, I find it amusing. I'm going to leave that crate there, and leave this crate here. Because it has just occurred to me, if I carry around the backpack and the other backpack and 2 crates, then I will have a ridiculous amount of storage when I wander around out in the wild. And that's good enough for me. Okay. Let's take all of this for now. And I don't need that box. But I stupidly went and put the lock tool in machine. So, not so smart. SMRT. Okay, go here. Do I have anything else? Gonna keep those doing their thing because I don't need a gazillion of those in the system. Take that. Oops. Take those back out. Parrots, are you 1.3k? Okay, I guess we're fine. How are we doing on these? Yep, we've got space over here, we're okay. Space over there, we're okay. Let's put the apples in the system. I'll take the sticks. Alright. That should be generally all I care about at the moment for stuff. Get all of these put in. Those. I want the backpack back out. That one's not upgraded, so I could at least iron upgrade that one. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. I'm not gonna waste on gold. That down here. Okay, now let's get the other backpack open and start dumping this junk. The melons. Oh, right. Yes, those are for. Okay. I figured out why I had the melons in here because they shouldn't have been, and then I remembered why, actually. The melons I was using for seeds for the birdie breeders. And reminded me of yeah, I didn't need to have it in here. Let's just put it that way. I'm way distractible today, so when I was talking about the chicken breeding pen thing for the meat juice purposes, it reminded me of the Lion King when you've got Zazu, the toucan for some ridiculous reason, when he's going hippity hop and he's off to the birdie boiler, and it's not the one who said that. That's actually Scar messing with Zazu, but you know, practicality of the thought was the same. Okay, so that should be the works. So we are sorted by, what are we sorted by? Name? Apparently not. ID? I don't know what this is. Last modified? Oh, I see. Quantity. Name. Okay, we'll go with name. What's that? I don't know what that is. Interesting, though. Underfoot. Mage block. Huh. So it builds a small hut around the users. That's cast a spell at half the cost of the user's entire mana bar. Okay, well, I'm not using that. Wooden storage crate. I need that one out because that goes with the other ones. Okay, that's good. So now we're temporarily tied here to be able to build anything. But I'm okay with that because we can add other things, like other upgrades, I believe. And further to that is we're going to build ourselves remote storage next. So that's the big thing. Let's put, yeah, this one can go in here. And I actually need, put the other one. Up here, okay, I can take out, put that one down there. And let's see, backpack. There is one in here that allows you recursive things. You can put backpacks in backpacks. Trying to figure out which one that is. Magnet upgrades. I forgot about that. Okay, those are cool. That's advanced refill. No, that's the one. The Inception upgrade makes it possible to put backpacks into the backpack. Okay, so I'm going to Close this. And then no. Do I have the parts? What am I missing? I as a vendor. Oh man. And another star. Okay, well, so that's not happening. Because I have neither of those things, and nor am I likely to have those things soon. But that's fine. Okay, so we're in the system. It's noon. Normally I would wrap up here. So what I'm looking to do, probably, before we get ourselves into any further chaos, is just clean up this mess, that, and that. I'm going to move them. I can take this one because it's empty. Next piece we're going to look at is remote accessing of stuff so that I can run around and get things from wherever. Oh, no, that's not quite true. Then I'm going to tie in this mess. So, what we need to do for that... Oops, not that one. This one. There. We need cables to connect things. Blocks and items to your system. Yes. What do we need for those? Just glass, iron, and redstone. We can handle that. So, bookmark. Need to make a bunch of those, which I don't think I have the stuff for. Does not seem to think so. Quartz. Okay, I have the quartz. Just one. Oh, I got 35. Okay. I needed 6 pieces, so I'm going to do that. 2, I think. And then iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put those back. Oh, ha! Whoops. I held down shift. Don't hold shift. Then you get a lot of them, but that's okay. We don't need a ton. I'll put those back in the system. And then I'm going to grab the cables, and I can now make the thing. I have 12 of those. I need... Yes, thank you. I need that. Oh, So as you can see, sometimes they're gated. So you make the thing, and it opens up a bunch of other pieces. Exporters, importers, which unfortunately we're going to need. More cables. Alright, what have we got? Items and interfaces, speeding things up. We're going to need that eventually. External storage. This type of cable interface is probably the most important item one can make in their refined storage journey. Not true, but that's okay. This type of interface connects an external storage to your refined storage network. Basically lets refined storage look into the storage container to let you access it with your grid. Works on many things, chest barrels, blah, blah, blah. Drawer controllers is the key one here, because then we can connect it to the drawer controller from all the chemical stuff. And it's kind of neat because we're going to have a bit of a problem with stuff getting into the drawers when we do that, but what you end up doing is playing around with priorities. So the discs come second priority to all the stuff in the chemical drawers. Because if you can't make drives and have a bunch of chests everywhere, this is your best bet in creating a storage network. So you can create cables and tie everything together before we ever make the drives. But honestly, the drives were a much better idea. So... exporter, importer, things that place blocks for you. I don't remember which one does what. Import is used to pull items from a connected block. Okay. So for example, you can use these items on furnaces to pull the finished product into your system. Make sure to grab some speed or stack upgrades for them. You also filter what items are pulled, need more filter slots upgraded. So we're going to end up with a dangerous mess one way or the other, because it comes from the other system into ours, or into the refined system, or we go from the refined system into the other system. Now, until I have all the drawers used up and locked, that's actually going to be a problem in both cases. So for the time being, maybe I shouldn't connect things, because if I connect things, okay, I think I'm going to, yeah, this external storage piece, That one seems to be neither pulling nor pushing. So let's make some of those then, or one of those. More cable storage. Okay. So let's see if we can get ourselves the bits and bobs to make that. I know I'm over time, so I have no qualms if people have other things to do. But Thursdays are ones where if Fantastic Show Flux has meetings, I don't have, I mean, I have evening things to do, but I don't have reasons to stop earlier on. Okay, it's this one, and I want the external storage item. What are we missing? Let's start by making chests, because easy, easy, easy. Right? Escape that. And then, what else do I need? I need to make these construction cores, which is the basic processors, and I don't have that. I need to make the goop. And I don't have string. Okay, so I can make the string out of the wool, but I'm just wondering what other formats can we do? Oops, not stringer. Lots of flax and hemp fibers. I could build a pot and start growing those. It's probably sensible. What else have we got? Pressures and mechanisms. Okay. So the smartest thing is probably then to start growing string. Being as I don't like spiders. Ooh, compactor. What do we have? Oh. Don't have keratin, so that's a problem. Okay, crush. Yeah, let's just grow it. Let's just grow it. So we've got hemp fibers can be string. Cattail fluff. I don't think I have the ones for that. Or flax from supplementaries. I don't think I have that either. Yeah, I don't think I have those. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be industrial hemp fibers. String from these. Which come from those. Then I can hot pot those. Let's hope I don't have too many seeds to block the system. Feed 1 times half. Lush farmland. Huh. Okay. So 1 times. We get faster on the lush farmland. Dirt path. Well, that's not going to be useful. Let's see. Prudential. Farmland. Okay, so if I hoe it, it gets faster. That's fine. I can handle that. And then there's fancy things we can do. Yeah. Okay, so that's not it. I want this. I want this. I want to know what other formats we can do. If I just hoe the dirt I stick in the pot, I should be better off. That's really the easiest way to do things. So I can do like rich soil farmland, comes from other things. I can't remember how to make that. That's fine. What else we got? Faster? Insanium. Well, of course. Podzol. Huh. Interesting. Rooted dirt, slower. Twilight Forest. Wow. Agriculture 1.1. Plain old dirt. 1. Surprise. Lush grass. 1. Surprise. Plain old dirt. Move the items onto plain old dirt. Yeah, no thank you. Okay. So then we're going to make ourselves a pot. Botany pots, because just they're easy enough. Nope. They don't call them that here. They call them pop something. Hopper Botany 20. That's what it is. Hopper Botany pot. Okay, great. So we can't make that because we don't have enough terracotta. Really? Well, that's news to me. Okay. Why can't we make... Why is my terracotta missing? Really? We got all that mess to deal with? Oh, okay. So... melting formats. Yeah. Or, let's see, what other colors do I have? What color do I have here? Sort by quantity. 21, so we're gonna make orange ones. Sure, why not? Orange hopper botany pot. How could you not have orange? Oh, concrete. Ha ha ha. Really? Oh, we have 2 of them. Okay, that's why. So now we don't have the pot and the hopper. Okay, let's make a pot. Don't have the bricks. Why don't I? Oh, I know why I don't have the bricks. Yeah, that would be why. So I was dumb. I dissolved the bricks. That sounds dumb, but yeah, I dissolved the bricks. So by dissolving the bricks into the chemical part of the system, it's not offering me the chance to bring them back. Wow. So if I was to, for example, attempt to do this and put in... Nope, no go. See, so play... Oh, no go. What if I do this, and let's see if we've got clay, or I do brick. Nope. We've got clay, which has kaolinite. Fine, let's try that. No. See if I actually have any clay to start with. Yeah, I do. Let's just do it that way. So I only wanted 1 hopper botany pot. Like, this is just dumb for 1. But, you know, it would make sense in some respects. So it's round and round and round. Did I dissolve them for a reason? Yeah, at the time I wanted the parts of it to go into the big wall so I could actually start getting all the elements in drawers. Also, most of the time when I get bricks from the masons, it's usually just purposely to level the masons up, and I don't care about them beyond that. Like, really, really don't care about them beyond that. Unfortunately, this time, it mattered. I don't think about it as much in vanilla Minecraft because we don't use flower pots for much of anything. I thought I had a flower pot. Weird. What did I do with it? I had one because there used to be one on my bedside table. I used it for something yesterday, but I can't remember what. Okay, so we're going to make ourselves a... Clear the grid. No, not that way. Go away. Okay, we're gonna make this pot. Okay, and now we need ourselves a hopper. Wait. Yeah, that'll work. Put that in there. And then clear that. That's what I want. I want a hopper botany pot. We want an orange one, right? Orange. Excellent. Orange simply because I had orange terracotta kicking around. That's about it. Okay, and I need the... Uh-oh. I can't remember what it was called. What's this? Configuration tool. That's what I want. Temporary. Put these down here. And we'll unlock them both. There, now I don't care about that. But until I had unlocked them, I couldn't put new stuff in them. Okay. Does anybody remember what I was gonna grow? Oh, string. So I need, what was this? Hemp seeds, industrial hemp seeds. So I just need 1 of those. And... Oh, well, never mind. Nope. Really? Fine. 1, have that back. Do I have a hoe? H-O, there we go. Not the fortune one. That'll work. Oops, hang on a sec. Unbreaking one, yeah, okay, we're fine. I want to make sure it's not going to be something where I can't put it back. That would be a problem. I had one that was hoe that was soulbound, and I couldn't get rid of it. It was kind of annoying. Okay, so let's see. Spots for string. Do I really care? Put the string down here because I can. Okay. Botany pot. There. This. Dirt. I wonder if I can do this. Think. Nope. Okay, no go. And then I'll put that, let's see if I can hoe the dirt. Will it let me? Yoink. There we go. Now I can put this on. There. I want the tool. But as soon as we get what we want in the pot, we're good. We're golden. Enjoy. Have a good lunch, CK. Thank you very much for dropping by. I appreciate it. Just it occurred to me, as I glanced off to the side, it had occurred to me that I hadn't mentioned yet the third mob. So, Minecraft has announced the 3 mobs for this year's Minecraft Live vote. As some of the predictions were going, and as people were talking about yesterday, hey JF Birdblue, good to see you. Hello, hello. Lurk. Yeah, enjoy your lurk, drive safe, or whatever it is you're up to. Come on, bro. 1.05 is not fast enough for me. Move it! There we go. Yes, I got string. Okay, perfect. I can lock this.
Hello.
And do I need 3? Guess it's gonna take 3 times the amount of this to make one of those. That's fine. Because I don't have a sheep, I'm not keen on getting rid of the wool. Oh my God. Yes, I agree with you, Tom. The game's really messed with my brain and Minecraft mechanics. Hi Tiz, how are you doing? There's so many, I mean, this particular mod pack has too many things. Someday, the mythical someday TM, which is never going to come, I will probably at some point go and get, try to figure out how to put together a pack which is basically vanilla plus, just all the things that I've hated or things that I wanted to do. Or maybe more accurately, Delen's version of an expurgated all the mods. I wanted wool. Because I'm getting a little annoyed with this. I'd be better off to find a sheep. Let's keep 20. Actually, it's not. We'll just only turn 9. I'm going to turn 9 into something else, because if I wait forever for that to grow, it's going to take a long time. Yes, that. No, not right now. Later. Later, Gator. Alright. So, hoe up here as a tool, I can handle that. Something I was going to do up there and I can't remember what it was. That's okay. So this biofuel is what's keeping the power on in the other room. It doesn't tend to get used up all that fast at the moment. I mean, I'm sure it's going to because we now have an ambient on device. There we go, I left the string. That's fine. So it's going to get used up, but it doesn't seem to take a whole lot of mush to get this thing to fill up, so I'm okay with that. String, you go over there. Now we wanted... What was I doing anyways? Oh right, the external storage piece needed the cores, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So make a construction core, we need basic processor, we need this, we need the goop. There we go. Okay. How much goop can we make? No, not the slime ball. Oh. Oh. I said not the slime ball, and I realized, yeah, that's not what I want. I want the, nope. Tank. There, this one. No, it's not gonna take it. Taking it. Okay, fine. Can I do it this way? Alright, what else do I need? I needed glass, I think. Really? Huh. Interesting. You know it's a slow morning on Discord when it took me this long to finally get interrupted by a Discord notification. Aha! I can do it this way. It's here. Shoot. Keeps putting it in and then taking it out, right? Yeah, okay. So we've got to... Okay, so it keeps taking it out. Come on, bucket. 10? No. Shoot, how do I remember? I'm trying to figure out. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Put that way for now. It's not ideal, but it does what I want. Let's get us some... Come on. Let's get us some pink blobs. Not being able to take a stack of these is kind of annoying. Okay, that'll get us 8. Can I get one more before we go? How did we... I'm not quite sure how this value had gone up, but sure. Whatever. Okay. So then we can go in here. We can get rid of those. We needed this, needed these, needed those, needed slime. Boom. No. Pink. You can go down there, thank you. There. So it took enough string to make 24 of those slime things. Now we're better off. This, needed that, needed this. Oops, hang on a sec. I needed 2 of those, times 2. That's 2 so far. 1, 2. Smelt those. Those are like, what, processors or something? Yeah. Alright. There's still a lot of running back and forth business. While we're here... Getting water and output? Oh, it's an output. Interesting. Okay. Alright, are you done? 2. Okay. So you can see why the wireless grid will be super useful. Because the running back and forth part's a bit of a pain. This one to that. We got the blue one. And then we need to make the red one. Red one in the system. Okay, now we've got just to make chests, right? Yes. Okay. Blank. You go away.
2, 4, 6, 8. Everybody hydrate.
Everybody hydrate. Yes. Log. Hydrate. Not coffee, which is actually empty, by the way. Hydrate. Water. Everybody hydrate. Wow, Jen, one of these days you're going to get an awful lot of fun out of having a personal command, I assume. Okay. Come on. Oh, whoops. Ugh. I just realized what I did, but that's okay. Alright, so now we have planks to make chests, right? Plank. There we go. No, not doing that 30,000 times. So let's make this. Let's make that. Great. Okay, I've got the external storage piece. Fantastic. This one. This one. Improved processor. Why do they keep giving me these stupid improved processors? I mean, they're great and all, but I can't really use them for much. Okay, so this is the external storage piece, which should allow me to see what's going on in the stuff below, but not actually push or pull things, I don't think. So we'll just have to see what that does. So, hello there, Jen. Good to see you. You have 10K, but that means making a decision. Yeah, actually, you're right. And all it would require at some point is to DM me what it is you would like to see. There's the... Oh, stretch. Crickle, crackle. Oh, is it pop, pop, crackle, snap, pop, crackle, crackle, pop, pop, crackle, snap, crackle, crackle, snap, pop, snap. Some days I can get it, some days I can't. That one's too slow. Alright, so what we're working on right here is, I'm going to be trying to attach this storage system to this weird controller box in the back. So I have to take all these things out of the road first. That one can go. And this one can go for now. Let's take these two blocks out. Can I jump in here? There we go. Oh, whoops. Oh well, I want to move. I didn't want it to be seen, so I guess my best bet then is to put those back and just plug in from the back. But I need this cable, and then I need these cables. Oops. That. Does that actually plug it in? It does. We have hydrogen, we have carbon, we have iron, water. Don't sort by number. Sort by... That's name. ID. Okay, so if I go down here... I wonder if I do at... Yeah, okay, at ChemLib. So that's actually going to work really well, and hopefully it won't muck up anything that's going on over there. So I should be able to put things back, right? Processor. Okay. We'll get the log from outside, but this one and this one makes it less visible from the inside. Now let's see if I put tools back. This one. And dissolver. Is it going to remember? Oh, it is. Okay. Let's dissolve something for kicks. Let's dissolve. I don't know. No, plank is too much cellulose. Can I dissolve bread? Sure. Let's see if I can dissolve bread. Actually, it's a weird thing to do. Let's see. Something random. Cookies. I have far too many cookies. Can I dissolve cookies? Let's divide it by 2. Nope, I can't dissolve cookies. Okay. Can I dissolve pink slime? No, thank heavens. How about biofuel? No, okay. Well, that's less than helpful. You know what? I don't really have anything I need to. How about some oak saplings? Sure, I've got a bunch out back. Let's dissolve the oak saplings. Where are those pieces going? Aha, good, okay. So that should go up there and then down into the system. So what is it giving me? Iron disulfide? Nope, that's not what I want. I want this one. Oops. That one. Cellulose, okay. So if I go back outside, we need to know if the cellulose value is rising.
Hello.
Sucrocellulose. Okay, so we got 136. It may not go up. So we've got 136 of those now. So I should make it go up if I put more saplings in there, right? I'm sure it's probably done. Nope, it's not. So 136 of those. Let's get rid of some more. I don't need all of these. I think we've got more than 136 cellulose now. This one here. No, 136 of 512. However, it just occurred to me that if I add 136 plus 286 plus 11 plus 4, I might actually be getting myself a second drawer of cellulose. What's this? Yeah, okay. So we are getting more. 13, 14. Okay, it's going up. So things are correctly going into this system, but they're accessible from the other one, which is precisely what I want to have happen. So we're good. I just need to reorganize everything and add a whole ton of upgrades. So, in that case, I'm happy so far. Put the cookies back because I can't do anything with them. How are we doing on the biofuel? Put that in. Because both of these things are running off of it. Doing on storage. Okay, we're about half full on the storage, but that's not counting anything that's going into the stuff on the far side. And we can make bigger discs if we need to. Pardon me. Okay, so happy as a clam. So for a quick summary, here's where the derailment went. To make more chemicals out there, I can use some of these machines and stuff, but a lot of these are creating things out of other stuff. And I didn't have the other stuffs, the chemicals, to make the things with. Fine. So far so good. So some of them come from a 5x5x5 block, either fission or fusion. But they're actually just reaction chambers. They're not really reactors in the energy generation sense. They need to have electricity supplied to them, which is a whole rabbit trail of supplying electricity. So far, so good. That, I decided then, made it so that I was sick and tired of never having the supply with me in my backpack or whatever that I had been looking for. Just frustrated in that respect. I will probably take a base of stuff with me, but in the meantime, yeah, I just never had the stuff with me that I wanted. Which then led to this setup of being able to store a whole bunch of random bits and bobs in order to make it so I have all the stuff from my backpack and the storage that used to be in there in one place. That's the idea. Hey there, Mama Bear. Good to see you snuck in. Ooh, yummy. Blueberry biscuits with honey, butter, sausage, and eggs on the side. Nice. I find it interesting how you phrased it, though, because it sounds like the biscuits with honey butter were the focus and that the other pieces were the side. I appreciate that very much, because biscuits and honey butter are yummy. It's been a long time since I've had honey and butter. Okay, so next piece then that we need, now that I'm happy with the fact that we have this set up, aside from expanding it and adding more to the other stuff, next piece with this one that's essential is letting us get out of here. Okay? Being able to store things or to do things remotely. Portable grid I'm kind of wondering about, but I don't think that's what I want. I want to do wireless storage at a distance, I think. Yeah. Wireless storage at a distance. This is multiply connecting different networks. But this one will actually allow me to access the storage network within range on my base. But you need to do that to use wireless grids. And then after that, we can make a wireless crafting grid that will then access everything in there wherever we go, which is really nice. So the super wireless grid is the one I'd like to eventually have. It allows you to use the crafting grid, the fluid grid, and check on your auto crafting all in one place. So it's your be all and end all. But for most part, the wireless crafting grid does everything I'm used to. Our kids aren't that into biscuits and scones, but I love blueberry biscuits dripping with butter. So those are your first blueberry biscuits, Mama Bear said, and we will definitely be making those again. Ooh, if it's a score, please do share the recipe. There are plenty of places to put it, either the Discord for the server or the Discord for the community. That's a great place to share it, or you can always DM me. You know? Nice and private. I might share it with Fantastic Sherlock Blocks, though. I tried to get my kids to to make banana bread this weekend, because they were, my son and I had leftovers from camp and they were going to spoil, and so we decided we'd take the bananas, make banana bread, and he was all excited, and Sunday afternoon he said, yeah, I'm going to make it banana bread when we get home. Okay. Didn't happen Sunday, fine. We pushed it off to Monday. Don't know what happened Monday, but, Monday he wasn't feeling well, so he was home from school, which then meant that being home from school necessitated him to read up on something for his foods class. Pardon me. Which his foods class then... Oh, really? Okay. This one... Yeah, okay, okay, I get it. But then his... I'm debating, do I want to rely on my wireless one all the time and just use it even when I'm standing in a room? Or do I want to have a base here and a wireless one? Because what I could do is I could rip out this one that we have. That's dumb. I can't do that. Never mind. Anyway, so the story back with the kids making food was that they were going to... he was going to make it on Monday, but then he had to read something for his foods class, learn about reading a recipe. So he read a cookie recipe that Fantastic Sherlock Fox had very kindly and appropriately supplied, and then he went and made cookies, which I don't have a problem with because they're yummy peanut butter, Reese peanut butter bit cookies. I need 2 processors because there's one in here. Oh no, that's the other thing. That's the whatchamacallit thing. So any case, he pardon me, he was making, so he had to make the cookies. That's an advanced processor. Yes, I need that, I know. Okay, I need to go smelt this bit. So in making said cookies, he then no longer wanted to make banana bread. And I was like, man, really? Come on, dude. No, not this. Okay, I need 2 of these, right? Because I've got one outside and one inside. Yes. I need to make another one of those. Dummy. Alright, what other pieces do I need? While it's doing that, okay, I've got an ender pearl. Still making this. Still making this, which is... got the machine casing. Okay, the construction core and the destruction core, that's the problem. Construction core is yet another one of those. So I have to make 2 of those. 1, 2. Gotta smelt those. There's one for construction, one for destruction. What else do I need? Okay, that should be it. Okay. So, yeah, he didn't want to make banana bread. And we're going to have to do something with it, or they're going to end up being mushy bananas. Which is, I mean, all well and good in one respect, because you throw them in the freezer to make banana bread later, but you should see the size of the bag that's already there. Yep. I didn't say inappropriately, I said appropriately supplied, as in you were very helpful in supplying the cookie recipe for him to read. And there's 4 more to the cookie story, for sure. There's a bigger adventure to it. It was just more that I keep saying I'm going to make banana bread, I never do. So I really should just up and do it. But when he had volunteered, I thought, okay, well, I'll leave it for him. He's doing foods class. He likes it. Sure. Oh, I don't just have bananas accumulating in the freezer, Mama Bear. I've got offcuts in the freezer. So of, not banana bread, but offcuts of cake that I would keep saying I'm going to do something with, because I have a lovely trifle recipe that has that and a lot of like peanut butter grease stuff, and it's a really nice thing, but it makes so ridiculously much that I don't even make it once a year. But then these offcuts just live there. So we've got an April birthday, followed by a May birthday, followed by an August birthday, and then frequently there's a November birthday where all that April, May, August is still there. Oh, sometimes there's a June birthday to add into that pile, and occasionally a second November birthday. So, yeah. Vanessa Chalk Fox says they baked the cookies on Tuesday at school, but had a substitute teacher who wandered around to each kitchen team and changed aspects of the recipe on them, instructing them to deviate from the recipe. They then had to taste the results yesterday and see what the impact was. We were warned when we had Meet the Teacher that was likely to happen. That was part of the plan, was so that the kids could realize why the values or the recipe amounts in a recipe are the way they are. Grid. Oh, wait, this one. And what I mean by are the way they are, they need to be able to work out, okay, well, it acted this way, whatever way that is, because we didn't have enough of something or other, or we put too much of this other thing in. And that's part of their learning process, right? So the result of that was that kids, that's part of why we got awesome cookies at our house. And so I don't know if they actually ever had a base to compare it to. Crafting grid. And what I mean by that is that the teacher, when she was talking about it in Meet the Teacher Night, there we go, had been talking about network not found. Okay. We have to right click on this one. No, is it shift right click? There, now. There's no wireless transmitter in range. Okay. So now I have to make a wireless transmitter. So anyways, the teacher had talked about, I'm way distracted here. Transmitter. This funky looking little, it's a weird little doohickey. It looks kind of like, when you're done, you're going to see it. It looks kind of like a torch, weirdly, but it's kind of like what I thought a soul torch might have looked like in the end. Oh, here we go again. Other one is advanced processor puppies, which we have to go smelt. You know what? I'm gonna be lazy. Give me this one. One of those. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't work in there. I have to turn it on. There, that'll work. So in any case, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more diamonds. Definitely gonna need more diamonds. So at some point I have to figure out the diamond thing. I don't have a diamond B. We'll get there. Maybe. Let's see. Diamond. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take these, because I don't need it in the big spot. Oops. Goes down here. And we convert them all into regular diamonds. There. That can be good for a minute or two. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, long story short, yes, that. Words are hard. Long story, all that to say, I really should make banana bread myself rather than ever saving it for anybody else. If you say, oh, I have this reason or that reason or whatever the other reason is to not do something, and yeah, just me being lazy. Really it is. That's all there is to it. Okay, crafting grid. So we have the wireless access, which is going to give us another frame. We always need those. And then that gives me the wireless crafting grid, which gets me basic processor. And enriched iron. Okay. So, now that we've got this thing, I need to... You know what? I don't like things being tall, so let's just put this doohickey on the top. Oh, I guess I can't put it up there. Sure, you'll do. Oops. Apparently upside down is a thing. Come on. There, now it's blue. Okay. So, first it wasn't connected to a network. Then it didn't have a transmitter. Now we got a transmitter, it's going to tell me it's out of power, I'm sure. Out of energy. Yep, exactly. So at least we know what we're at. So now I can click in here. Now see this slot with the power thing on it? I can actually take anything that needs charging and slap it in there. But because that is a not fully renewable resource, I'm going to charge it down on here. I think maybe I will, maybe I won't. This one, there we go. Charge it on that unit because it gets all the power from the lava. So not only did that charge fast, but then the lava just tops it back up again. Alright, so now I'm standing out here and I can do no wireless transmitter in range, which means we're going to have to link a bunch so that I can actually get out here. High on the stupid scale, but that's okay. In theory, no, not you, go away. You can guess what word I said. But my phone says, There we go. So, yeah. Well, the other reason I was holding off and wanting my son and daughter to actually be interested in the banana bread is also that way they'll eat it before it gets all dried out. But here's the funny thing. When I'm doing banana bread, or a lot of baked goods, if I get into making them, not making them, start eating them, everybody else suddenly wants it too. And then I've eaten the portion that they could have used for like breakfast or school lunches or something. But when I hold off, then they are always leaving things behind. Just kind of one of those like out of sight, out of mind things. Nice part about these transmitters, if I remember correctly, come on, there we go, is that you can put them under things, there you go, and hide them, which is beautiful. Now, if I remember correctly, that should work. Yeah. I forgot about that, just in case the range thing has to do with Y level. Let's put this back in here. Basic processors. We have a bunch. Yay! And those... I'm trying to remember if you can leapfrog them. I think you can. But I have to figure out where the edge of the range is. Good. Sorry about that, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. I apologize. I find that extra amusing that I had set off the phone and weirdly not my tablet. I don't know how that worked. But I set off the phone and the tablet, or not the tablet, but the phone and his laptop with that word, which was not the appropriate one. And yet, on the other hand, my own first name, clearly not Dell, but that one can set the thing off. So I have no idea why it sets things off, but it does. So yeah. Let's move this one. But I don't need that crafting grid anymore, so I'm going to get it out of there. And I'm not trying to put the stone table away because, frustratingly, Unless I could put weird upgrades like cutters and stuff into this, we might be able to. I just have never tried. I'm actually going to need that table. There, you can go away. Alright. I don't need the dirt. That down there. Why did I have the carrots? I had the carrots for a reason. I cannot remember. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was putting that... Okay, now I know. I was putting the carrots in this thing to make more biofuel because I don't want to risk not having some. There we go. I'm hearing another pop-up. Oh, you got me on that one, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. I thought you had meetings. I thought you had meetings that would prevent you from being there. Okay. So we're going to putter for a couple minutes, figure out what we're going to do, what I'm going to pretend to do over the weekend. One of the things I'm going to try and do actually is sort out some of this stuff, so make a whole ton of drawer upgrades for these, just to get each of these slots closer to being what the whole drawer was once upon a time, or beyond if I can. Not necessarily void upgrades yet, but I'm going to get a whole bunch of those in there. And then that will probably take some time. What else am I looking for? But I'd like to try and get some of these chemicals that we do have put in the right places so that I can lock the drawer and see what they are. I have thought about tearing all of these out and turning them into 1x1s, but it's not going to make any difference for being able to see what's in the drawer. Oh, no worries. But no, I could take a 1 hour break, so then I'm only 1 hour beyond extra time. So I've been getting squirrely on stream, and I should probably... Oh, actually, let's... How far off am I making transmitters? Okay, these. Do I have the stuffs? Of course not. Might need like 3. Let's see what we can do. 1. Oh, well, I get 1. Okay. I get 1. That's not good. This one, yeah. Oh no, actually I might be fine. Let's go smelt that. Yeah. Let's go smelt that. What I'm trying to do, now that I just derailed on that, was to get closer to being able to get the wireless transmitter out to the egg farm. And I'm kind of curious, can I get it out here? Nope. How close can I get? It's like, this is like, you know, the AT&T thing. Can you hear me now? Okay, so I can get here, which means if I go ahead with moving the lava stuff sort of in front of these drawers on this side, then I'll be within range. So that won't be too bad. Okay. So I'm just kind of curious, how far can I get? Oh, nope. That sucks. Okay, so we have to be, like, not even outside the building. So inside the building, I'd have a problem. That'll be interesting. This one goes with this one. Now, can I? I'm here. Can I back up 1 more block? Okay, how far back can I get? Aha. Okay, so there. Here? Oh, come on, 1 more. There we go. So this one should be okay here. Nope, it's not. Has to be powered, I bet you. Well, for now, that could be a marker of how far away I can get. In the meantime, let's just go put away the seeds, see how we're doing on chickens and eggs and all that jazz, and see where the meat juice is at. Because I need to eat in this game. Yep, we're full. Okay. There's no meat juice to be had. That's fine. This one. Close that. Oh, no, no. Bird, go away. And pick up all the extra eggs as we go over here. Put more seeds in. Turn on this one. And what are we sorting? Yeah, sorting the adults. Okay, we're good. Adults can die. Yay! Just a few eggs. Okay. Come on, you. So we got a few eggs to clean up, but that's okay. We're good. We're good. So just top of the hour cleanups. I kind of wish the feeder thing could actually do the thing where you can grow the animals, and I don't know if there's an animal grower. I'll have to check into that actually, because I know I've played with one before where it does that, and you can actually speed a lot of this business up. So now I'm really curious as I'm cleaning these up. I know the babies can't lay eggs, so I could just stop right here. Okay. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. Do we have a... Oops, not double. Is there an animal grower? I don't think so. No. Age thing? No. No such dealio. Okay, so no such thing, which is fine. I'm good with that. How do we get... Never mind. Alright, so we have a lot of eggs. I didn't pick up as many as before, though, which is kind of nice. Come on. Dude, move. Okay, fine. So how many do we get when we do this? Move, kid. And one more. This one. Are they stuck in the fence again? Probably. Alright, so according to this, we now have lots of eggs. Let's throw one so it tells me. 206 is what I had. So let's just get rid of 206 eggs. Easy, simple. Hey, Zerk. Yeah, lasagna. Yeah, we're going to be pulling up steaks in just a moment or two here. I'm just getting rid of the 200 eggs. And there's an adult chicken, I think, stuck in the corner. So that would be why all the babes are over there, aside from me hitting them. But yeah, this makes it a little bit faster. We'll see whether or not we got any meat juice to speak of, because there's a chance that these chickens might be worth less meat juice than a cow. In which case, I mean, you end up with the same thing, the same effect in the end, which makes it far less overpowered. Okay, chickens. Yeah, there must be an adult over there too. Okay. Turn that off. Yeah, you're stuck in the fence. That's what's going on. Alright. Let's go check how much meat juice we've got. No baby chickens out. Okay. The meat juice is not pushing upwards. There, now we have meat juice to the tune of 274. That's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Let's refill the hat. 88. $362. It's supposed to feed me. I have yet to figure out why it is or isn't, but that's okay. I'll look it up on the web. Alrighty, so we don't have any more eggs being a pain in the neck. We don't have any more things going on. I have to fix that, so I have a few fixes to do this weekend. That'll be on the list. And yeah, that's about the size of it. Alright, well, let's end where we began, and then we'll head everybody out. As I've noted on the sheet, sometimes I run long on Thursdays, but that does not mean that we can't have some fun in the meantime. Alright. So we'll end where we began, and Hope that everybody has a great day. Let's see who we can go and say hello to. Thanks, Mama Bear. I really appreciate that. JF Birdblue got to his home office just in time. And Zerk is noting the sense of lasagna, as am I. They're actually filtering down to the basement. It's really quite nice. Who do we have? Ooh. Who do we have? Okay. I don't see any part of the Stream Team 73, just noting that. Well, okay, that's not true. I don't see any part of the Stream Team 73 playing Minecraft. Therefore, I think we're going to head over to Froggo. Pristine Frog sounds good. Stream! Wasn't supposed to be a question. That's okay. So we're going to head over to Pristine Frog, give them some support. It's been a while since we've been out there. And yeah, that's probably the best bet. So let's get this puppy on the road. If the button's actually going to work today. Maybe not. Oh, there it is.
Mischief managed.
So, thank you everybody who came in. I really appreciate those that were hanging out and having some fun. I also appreciate those that hung out and persevered and tolerant. Thanks very much to the raid from Max Money. You are amazing. Thank you very much to Eric Element for the new follow, and to Fantastic Sherlock Fox, Jen and Springer Shadow for spending their clues. Also thank you to our mods FSF, Neon Traveler, Tis for Truth, and Zerk. Max shows up twice, not quite sure why, but thank you very much, Max. Also Yellow, Bob, Springer Shadow, Sachet Away, Mama Bear, CJ Bot, wow, Wolfman, Twy, there we go, CK Grapes, Eric Element, JF Birdblue, ITT Tom, and Jen for all the wonderful chatter we had today. So thank you ever so much, everybody. Please do give my best to Pristine Frog. I will be back on Tuesday, about noon-ish Eastern. That's the plan. So, you know, as always, stay tuned to probably the Discord is your best bet, or X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, for any updates to the contrary, if there is any. But yeah, I'm back on noon on Tuesday. And then in the meantime, if you need it again, where did I put it? Oh, never find it. There we go. Grab any emotes you like. Say hi to Frog. I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye for now.